Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Planet Lizzdom. I'm Lizzdom, your host with the most. I think. I don't know. You know what? I've been having such a great time watching our guest tonight watch the opening credits that I couldn't contain myself when I started laughing. You are in for such a treat. I can't even begin to explain to you what an amazing performer and all around just exciting person you're about to meet. I've known this artist for quite a while. We bonded over a most unusual artist a while ago, and I'll go through that story with you at some point. But for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I just want to welcome you and introduce to you what Planet Lizzdom is. It's a show designed for you, the creators, the entertainers, the innovators, and the entrepreneurs. And you know what? Even though we're in the middle of a pandemic and everything sucks and everything's shut down and we're being prevented from doing what we love doing best, we're not going to stop. And this show is designed to show you that not only are we surviving, but we are thriving. And here tonight, I want to show you someone who is absolutely putting that to the test and proving it's possible. Everybody, I want you to give a really, really warm welcome to one of my favorite performers of all time, Lady Kunterpunt. Hi, darling. How are you?
Hi. Oh my God. Can I just see how embarrassed I am to know that you could see me watch the opening?
I didn't want to tell you that.
You're gonna know. I'm just like, oh my God. It starts with like an animation. Like, this is great.
Well, I was saving that because it's one of my favorites, and I actually chose to replay that this week because I felt it was a little bit appropriate to the subject matter.
Seems fair. Yeah.
Now, for those of us who have never met you before, welcome. Who are you? What do you do? What is, I want to make sure I'm saying my pronouns correctly. You identify as she, her?
Absolutely. So my name is Lady Kunterpunt. My pronouns are she, her, in drag and out of drag. I'm a trans woman who does feminine drag, which is like a whole thing. Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. I remember you told me a long time ago what Kunterpunt meant, but please remind me again.
So, okay, this is ridiculous. Okay, so Kunterpunt is so it's based on a German word, Kunterbunt, which means it kind of means like rainbow, like very, like not directly rainbow, but sort of like very, like it's very colorful. It would be like for children kind of deal. Like if you went to like a kindergarten and everything was like bright colors and you'd be like, yes, that's Kunterbunt. So I, of course, am Kunterpunt, which is, it's similar. We just kind of wrote the B upside down. I'm sorry. We tried our best.
Okay. Well, I like that though. There's a sassiness to it. It's almost like a kick, like Kunterpunt.
A little bit. Who is it? Oh my God, there's some I don't know, some marketing genius out there who just, decided that using the consonants, that K sound is really memorable. And I was like, so let's do K for the first one. And then, you've got that punt. And I'm like, ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, I would like to clarify, we do not condone the punting of any cunts within our vicinity. I would just like to come forward with that publicly right now for everybody.
Yeah. And thank you for that, because, we must be responsible in making sure that people don't misinterpret anything that we do as artists. And at the very least, all we can do is provide a warning and a recommendation.
Yes.
After many beers, sometimes the temptation is there.
No.
Okay, bourbon, not beer, but
a tequila or 3 later, and who knows? The night is your oyster or whatever.
Oh, trust me, we've all had those nights. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there is so much that I want to explore with you because, as I was proclaiming, you are a very multi-talented and layered artist. And, I've had the absolute best time creeping all of your videos and all of your media. And, I've just literally fallen in love with you all over again. And it's not just the green hair. I don't even know where to begin. Do you want to start with Diet Ghosts, perhaps?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I know, right? Like, what do you even start with? I do a lot. I guess when you kind of look at it, don't you? So yeah, good introduction for anyone who may not know. So I mean, I'm a drag queen, right? I'm part of like the West End scene in Toronto. So there's sort of like the West End scene is sort of like the Diet Ghosts. Oh, my family. So the Diet Ghosts are like a weird like vaudeville troupe of drag artists who put together what can only be described as what is it? Children's theater for drunk adults, basically.
Yes.
So we used to have a monthly residency at the Beaver. We had a monthly or like a semi-monthly residency. Oh my goodness, residency at Gladstone Hotel as well, which was super fun. But yeah, so we put on these like 2-act productions, and so you come into this little dive bar, and we have got sets. We have got. I love doing projections and projection mapping. I really love video editing. So there's always some sort of like projection mapped scenery going on. We've got lighting set up. We spend a month making all of them. And they're super duper fun. Obviously, we have not done a show, in a hot minute, but there is going to be some really cool stuff coming your way once this pandemic is over. I can promise you it's going to be bigger and better. We're going to have stage lights. We don't have to bring our own anymore, which I'm really excited about.
That's awesome.
Keep an eye out.
Well, I was reading your description of Diet Ghosts, and I thought it was just the most perfect way to describe what it is. And I truly hope that I get a chance to, experience this in person, because you had an event called Tragic Kingdom, Night of the Living Prom, Body Snatchers.
So much fun.
And the way you described, the way Diet Ghosts described themselves was spooky, calculated, and stupid.
Yeah.
The Diet Ghosts are a family of miscreants. They haunt Toronto's nightlife, and we strive to put on a goddamn great show. Like, how often?
Yes, absolutely. Could we thank Kitty Creature for that? Kitty Creature is the one who wrote that. No, Kitty Creature is the sort of like the super tall one with like the crazy cheekbones.
Let's see.
On the left, so this is the sort of zombified lady, the blonde lady on the left.
I literally just went to tap the screen like everyone can see what I'm doing.
That's amazing. I love that. I love it. Listen, it's here, but this is Kitty Creature on the left. We have, of course, to my left or my right there, I don't know. In the middle, this is Lucinda Mew, the Silver Starlet of Toronto, I am telling you. And of course, we also have on the end Aura Nova, who is freaking incredible. I'm obsessed with Aura. Also, this horribly ugly dress that she's wearing in this. And I'm only saying that it's ugly because we decided it was ugly. It was like an intentional moment. She's like, I want to wear a really ugly prom dress.
Yes.
And then, of course, Lucinda makes this, because Lucinda is a seamstress. She's wonderfully talented. She made that for us. She's like whipped it up. Yeah, she whips up. I have so many costumes that are just whipped up overnight and are really nice. Lucinda's incredible. Either way, Aura Nova puts it on. And of course, Aura Nova looks immaculate because that's just what she does. She adds that little element of perfection. I love her. I love my family.
Amazing. And I have to say, again, looking through this, I really kind of felt a little regretful that I never made it out to a Diet Ghost event, because it looks so fantastic. And, you were describing them to me as your vaudevillian family, and, just the amount of work that goes into these. And the Diet Ghost event, was it once a week or once a month? How often was it?
So Diet Ghosts were usually a monthly event. We like to take, you want those, 4 to 5 weeks if you can to come up with your show. Again, we had, we literally came with props. We always came with custom outfits that are for the thing. Diet Ghosts are interesting in that way because we really take on characters, It's always going to be, it's Lady Kunterpunt, but it's Lady Kunterpunt as this character. It's Lucinda Mew as this character. And so you get everything from who these original characters are and those consistencies, and then you push them into this thing, right? So you want a month, you want a couple weeks to get it done. And, especially with the music as well. So Kitty Creature, who is, in my opinion, and I mean all tea and all shade to everyone else in this city, is the best music producer, editor in the city. No, not actually T-Shade, but
wow,
Kitty is so impossibly good. And a lot of people don't get to hear it because you come to the show and you're drunk and there's people talking. But if you listen to these tracks, and I'm trying to convince Kitty to release a little, I don't know, like an online EP that you can find illegally or whatever. It's just the world building that gets done is immaculate. It's one of the reasons that the rest of us are able to, like be these characters and have inspiration to build, this ridiculous castle for the Tragic Kingdom, or this little like pop up, fire barrel that we had a ghost coming out of. All of this happens because of the world building that's allowed to. I know, it was so fun.
Wow.
We killed Ornova on a roller coaster, and then in the next act, she comes out as a ghost in the middle of this like fiery thing and terrorizes us. Oh, it was so fun.
Oh, I'm eating my heart out.
I'm so sorry. Listen, you're on guest list for the next one we have. Don't you worry. I promise. That's a promise from me. Don't let me forget.
I absolutely promise to misbehave.
As you should.
Now, speaking of world building, I fell down this wonderful rabbit hole on YouTube today, and I discovered a world of ASMR that you were doing.
Yeah,
it's just so awesome. I obviously couldn't upload, the hour-long videos, but I know the next time I need to chill out and just take some CBD and just relax, I know what I'm going to listen to.
Please.
There is one that I found that's, I think it's about 3 minutes long. It's clown ASMR, but it's a drag number. Do you remember that one?
I do know. Clown. Yes, I do know this one.
It is so good. If you don't mind, I want to play it for everybody because I want everyone to see what you do, because the quality of work that you were putting out there, I believe it's through Stereo Vision's film, is just amazing. Guys, I want you to watch it. It's 3.5 of the best minutes of your life today. We'll be right back.
Where's my microphone? Where's my microphone? Where is my microphone?
how much I love that song.
Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. I fangirled all over the place when I saw that. It was just electro heaven and I was just squealing.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. I knew I had an idea, but I didn't have an idea. And then I watched that video. I was like, oh my God. What is that song? What is that? It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this song is, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Do you know who Poppy is?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I don't, but now I need to.
It's okay, Poppy is this bizarre internet entity, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I do love bizarre things. It may just be the clown in my DNA, but Poppy was doing these really like liminal, almost horror, but not quite, like ASMR, like just kind of 30-second videos that got really popular. And then she started making music, and the music she's making is like microphone. Like, what is that? What? It's bizarre, but it's so good. And this is her old stuff. Now she's moved on to metal. She does like metal, and it's so good.
Wow.
She's just like, so yeah, she's really, really interesting. And it's still the same. Still very kind of soft and quiet and liminal, and then all of a sudden everyone's in black PVC and spikes.
Oh my
and it's
God.
great.
They're metal.
Yes.
I wanted to show you my shirt today. It's 4 cats.
Yes, I'm obsessed. That's so cute.
I couldn't reconcile the cute and the sassy and the dark, so it's just like, you know what? Yes, it is.
Damn, stunning.
So I think I like Poppy. I'm gonna have to check this artist out.
Oh yes, I think. Let me know what you think.
I will. You know, I know when I was pre-showing you last night, you know, you were kind of letting me in on the fact that you are very, very skilled in video editing and video online streaming, but I didn't realize how skilled you were until I fell down that rabbit hole today. Oh my God.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
I gotta ask, like, how did you get into that? Because I know this time last year, I was just starting to learn about Zoom and all of this world.
Okay.
No.
I'm very lucky because I have actually. This is kind of spooky. I love this. So I've been doing video editing for a very long time, just as like a hobby. I have like, you know, I was always the like 10-year-old kid on like Windows Movie Maker. I used to film my Sims, like the good old Sims 2, and I used to make music videos. I remember I made a video for, I think it was like the Fallout Boy version of What's This? Of course, you know, classic emo as we were. And then I did like a Rihanna song once that I did, and it was like a whole thing. And like I just kept doing these video edits or whatever. But at the same time, these video edits were something I was doing for my church way back in the day. And I used to work on Sunday nights. I literally did what is essentially, you know, OBS. I ran the PowerPoints. I ran all the visual slides. I had to come up with them and stuff like that. And I did it for years, like years
Wow.
and years and years while I was, you know, doing the church thing in my teens. So when it comes to this, I was like, oh, I've done this. This is very familiar. Now I get to use my church powers for evil. It's wonderful. That's why I say it's spooky, right? I'm taking these.
No, that's wonderful. I did not know that you were so well versed in it. I mean, I love going to your YouTube channel. Guys, if you get a chance, and I really want you to take the opportunity, go to Linktree. So it's linktr.ee/Lady Kunterpunt. You will find all the links to all the things, the YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, you name it. Go check it out. It is just so current. Like, and that's the thing. Like, there's a video that I want to play that I watched earlier today called Virtual Idaho, and it is the most vintage, current piece of video art that I've seen in a long time. And I went to school for integrated media, and this really kind of put its thumb right on the ethos of using multimedia, you know, for art. Guys, I want you to watch this because it is just the coolest thing ever, and it's just going to make your day again. Watch this.
You're living in your own private Idaho. Living in your own private Idaho.
On the ground like a wild potato.
Don't go on the patio.
Beware of the
Wow. It's just so good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I had an epiphany while watching this. I mean, I don't know if you realize this, but you are also a multimedia artist. This is art that you have created. You know, this is modern art. This is like drag performance meets MTV videos, and you know, there is a story to what you just presented there, and it's fantastic.
Thank you so much. I try to approach it very much at the whole Kunterpunt thing. This is my art practice. I'm very like I always laugh because like I feel like you know this, but I did art school, right? And I was I thought that I was gonna move to Toronto and become some fine art painter doing big portraits and all the works, and instead I turned into this bizarre, you know, clown figure. But yeah, I really try to put story. I love to have a beginning, middle, end. I cannot make a music video, or I can't produce anything if I don't have something to say. And luckily, as a fucking queer trans person, I have a lot to say.
What was the inspiration for that? Because it spoke to me on a really interesting level, actually.
Thank you. Okay, so the Private Idaho is part of the Stereo Visions collection. So Stereo Visions is I think it's like 4 or 5 videos that I put together. Not all of them are on YouTube because not all of them are actually appropriate for YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, I was just sort of working with the idea of I guess it was duality, you know. The entire series focuses on 2 screens. The idea is that I want you to see things from this side and from this side. And so it's a lot of communication with each other. It's a lot of, you know, sometimes one screen is about reflecting on a past, and then the other screen is reflecting on a future. What is it? One of the other ones I did. Oh, what is it called now? I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's like a news anchor story, and it's this whole story. It's very like the duality. It's a story of an old version of me and a new version of me, and you know, being called to action and sort of radicalizing a little bit. And it's this whole color story moment. Sorry, I'm not talking about not talking about this music video.
Oh, you know what? I absolutely love a color story, and I love the visuals in all of your videos. Actually, there was one that I want to play a little bit later that really, really kind of goes even further with color and visuals, and it's amazing. I'm not going to play it just yet because it is so dreamy and it is a little more languid. We'll do that a little bit later in the show, but I just get so excited. Like I literally was so blown away because I knew you as a drag performer, but I didn't know you as a multimedia artist as well. So that's really cool. You know,
thank you. We're trying. It's a modern age.
Well, with COVID happening, you know, I mean, I always talk about AC/DC before COVID, after COVID, during COVID. You know, it's so true, right?
I love that.
Yeah. What have you been doing? I mean, like we're in lockdown number 3 now. Like, what has been in the Lady Kunterpunt world? I know you were telling me something about Punch Corp.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I have been. So the you know, we're going digital. You know, we're very online now. So the I guess one of the big focuses I've worked on now is Punt Corp, which is of course Punch Corp. Yes, is my Twitch television channel, but is also, you know, this like bizarre fictional corporation of which Lady Kunterpunt is a CEO. She is also the only employee of Punt Corp, is sort of what the joke is. One thing you may notice with Kunterpunt, especially with a lot of my live performances, Kunterpunt is a lot like Barbie in the sense that she has a color scheme and she has a million jobs. Okay? She could be an astronaut, she could be a spy, she could be a construction worker, she could be anything. And they're all operated and owned under Punt Corp, is sort of like what this world is, right? So the Punt Corp Twitch has been our news channel. It's been sort of our main one. It's been the CEO coming forward to say, I'm here, this is our channel, and we're producing things kind of deal. But, you know, it's a little ASMR. It's a little bit, we do a lot of live painting. I was just live before this, actually, to do a little bit of live makeup with everybody, because you never know. People pop in, ask you questions. It's super fun. We like to play games. We like to perform sometimes.
Okay.
But Punt Corp is probably the best place to find me nowadays because I'm live at least 2 times every week, Mondays and Tuesdays, 6 p.m. because everyone ends work at 6. So I think it's funny to start work at 6. And
I love
the occasional surprise ones like we had today, but 6 o'clock is always the consistent.
Mondays and Tuesdays at 6
Yes.
p.m.
Come say hi, friends.
Yes. There we go. Haha. In real
Wow.
time.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my gosh. Well, no, you know what? Now that I know, I'm going to add you into my calendar so I can check you out.
Please. Oh my gosh.
With Twitch, you can also leave comments to participate, just like with this show as well, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I definitely encourage you to come and use the chat. I love to chat. I love having people to interact with. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could probably sit here and talk for fucking 5 hours to myself. I do it regularly off camera.
Oh,
but, yeah, right? But it's always fun to interact. You know what I just
Absolutely.
found actually about Twitch chat? I just found the most incredible app thing. So if you're using Twitch and you're using it on like a computer or your Mac or whatever it may be, it's like a pronouns little app, like extension. That's the word I'm looking for. Extension for your browser. And so you go and you set it up once, and then it shows up in the chats. Everyone gets your pronouns, whether it's standard pronouns like he, she, they. I believe they also have options for neo pronouns if you're someone who's using ze or them, or some of the other options, which I don't have off the top of my head right now because, they're neo. That's how that works.
Yep.
Super useful, super cool. And I love it as a streamer because I'm doing stuff and working, and then I've got your pronouns right here. And it's just,
Oh, I love that.
love it.
I love that because I know, I try to be current and I'm trying to be considerate at the same time. But at the end of the day, sometimes I still get it wrong. There are many people in my life who, have different pronouns now than when I first met them. And I'm trying to make sure that I get it correct.
I have the funnest trick. Okay.
Okay.
So because I do this all the time, I also misgender people, I won't say all the time, but it happens, right?
Yeah.
It happens. We all change pronouns, gender is ever evolutioning. It's fun. So every time, so if you get it wrong, right? You're like, oh, hey, it was, he did this. Oh, sorry, she, right? Someone corrects you. Best thing you can do is say it to yourself 3 times in your head with different sentences. Oh, she looks fantastic today. She lives around the corner from me, and she is going to buy the next round of drinks. And you say that in your head 3 times, and you just try to make sure you get that practice in. That I find often helps me. Another big one that I do, I'm always going to offer this to everybody. If you fuck up someone's pronouns, don't sweat it. She. And you keep moving on. I know that sometimes people, and I've also done this myself, where it's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Usually it's more awkward for the person whose pronouns have been messed up to be like, oh, I'm sorry, just move on. Oh, sorry about that. And continue forward.
I love
Trans
it.
people will love you. This is my to all of you, all of our viewers. I know we have trans people in the audience too. Hi, friends.
Well, and it is, I'm a big believer that we're all capable of learning and we're all capable of, recovering from any slip ups that we make. And I think that is a really great, piece of advice because, at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all trying to move forward and we're all trying to be, considerate and inclusive of each other. And yet sometimes we will get it wrong.
Yeah, sometimes we all fuck up. That's fair. Like I said, even I do that, and it's just about, sometimes assumption. You may assume someone is doing this and it's difficult, right? Non-binary people don't have to look any specific way. And of course that extends to, more traditional binary genders as well, right? I may look any which way and still be like, I use she, her, and it doesn't matter, right? It's kind of how gender works, right? Just about what you feel.
It's true. I found sometimes whenever I'm really in doubt, especially if I'm meeting someone, for the first time, I'll just use their name,
Yeah.
So-and-so is blah, blah, blah. Or, just because, at least with the name, I'm correct in that. And then I can kind of try and get it right later.
Totally. Try not to be too afraid of it too either. I like no, for me, I'm never offended if someone's like, what are your pronouns again? I'm always like, oh, work. Thank you for asking. You don't gotta feel too nervous. Don't worry.
That's true. That's fair. I guess, just because I'm so used to being, I grew up in the 70s and the 80s where looking a little bit different was the end of the world because I grew up in a small town and, the whole bullying thing, the whole being misunderstood thing. So I recognize how hurtful it can be sometimes, even if it isn't intentional. So
Yeah.
I try to really keep that in mind, because it's hard just getting to know who you are, and then getting to know who you are outside of the norm is even harder.
Totally. I feel you.
And even something as simple as dyeing my hair green, that was a really big change and something that a lot of people either were really on board for or really not.
Yes, that's I always find. I mean, I also was a lover of green myself. Yeah, I always find that funny. It's like someone dyes their hair, and like all of a sudden, it's this like big discussion of professionalism. And I'm like, at what point does this color of hair have anything to do with this person's intellectual ability to do whatever job it is? I'm sorry, that's actually assuming a job is intellectual. Maybe that's not the right word, but what? At what point is that going to affect anything, right? Like, if anything, someone having an interesting colored hair tells me, hey, you're kind of brave. You know what you're doing. You have a better sense of who you are. I love that.
Absolutely. And
here at Kunterpunt, we only hire green-haired people. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, thank you. Well, at some point, I may be looking for a job because of the state of the universe right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to a regular job after this pandemic.
Feeling you there.
Right. Sorry, I'm busy laughing about that, but I wanted to kind of do it just a sidestep to drag heels because, I think there's something very, very important in that show, and I'm so glad that you were a part of it. If I'm correct in the information I've found, it was 2020 September that your interview came out on YouTube. Is that when that happened?
Yeah, it is 2020. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what, year it is anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. September 2020 makes sense.
Because Drag Heels is just, it is a wonderful show. It's on Out TV.
Yes. Out TV. We're also on Amazon Prime if you're watching there. And then there may be some international moments. So like whatever the American version of Out TV is, I don't know what they have. It's probably there too.
And I actually watched the interview that you did with Lady TES.
Yes.
It was absolutely wonderful. I wasn't able to rip it for this broadcast, but guys, I encourage you to go to YouTube to watch it because your interview actually made me very, very emotional. It was really beautiful and very intimate. You really kind of let your wall down with me, the viewer, and kind of let me into your world a little bit. And I learned about your experience with The Sims and how Lady Kunterpunt kind of came to be. Just to kind of let everybody know, just as a quick overview, you were playing The Sims, and then there was a character that had the green hair, the clown makeup.
Yes. It was it was ridiculous. It was I was playing a very, very it's like what is it? Abandonware now. It's basically a modification for The Sims 1 that builds on The Sims Online, which came out in 2002 and didn't do so well because online stuff was still so fresh in the early early 2000s or whatever. So I'm playing this modded version, and I remember being like, I want to try out being a drag queen. I need to play a character who is a woman. I need to do this and go online. And I'm like, clicking through these super low polygon things, which one of these is going to look like a drag queen? And yeah, we come across this character who is a clown that's got this, she had this little green bob and she had a little green hat on, but the green hat was the exact same color because they were terrible at designing at the early 2000s. So it just looks like this honestly, it looks like this really tall, bob. And I was like, that's so ridiculous. I love it. And ran with it. I will be honest, I could not have known in that moment that I would have ran with that visual character to become whatever, what I've done today. But wow, thanks, Sims. Just don't tell them it was Abandonware. I did have to steal it.
But but I mean, what a wonderful origin story. Like, I love origin stories because it's true. You go from A to Z in such a weird knotted fashion. Like, it's not a linear progression, and that's something that I really love about process. There is a very beautiful revelation in process because surprises happen that you would never have arrived at if you hadn't just started doing the thing.
Yes.
Just do the thing.
Oh my gosh, I tell this to everyone who, especially people who want to try drag. Also, hi Casey, I see you. Don't worry. Mwah. In the chat.
Guys, feel free to reach out with comments as well while we're chatting.
I'm sorry, I know we've just been chatting. There's so many people in the chat. I'm like quickly. I always do this on Twitch. I do want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi, Casey. Hi, Christine. Hello, Alexa. Hello, Scarlett. Hello, Papa Joe. Mambo. Hello.
Oh, Papa Jimbo's going to be with us next week.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Papa Jimbo's a great magician. You have to tune in. He's fantastic.
Papa Joe, you do magic?
Papa Jimbo.
Papa Joe.
Yeah,
maybe different.
Maybe different person, but Papa Jimbo is a really great voodoo magician who's going to be on next week. But he's also a regular viewer, a great fan. We have Mars, we have Rochelle, we have Donna. All my regulars are here this week, so thank you guys. It's a big deal when you come on out and you participate. We love you for that.
Oh, I see. Hi, yeah, I've got a Jem, I've got a Rochelle, I've got Dawn. I'm like scrolling up to say hi to everybody.
Right, it's like that mirror show where you look through. What was that called again? Romper Room. It may be before your time. It's when I was a kid, and there was a lady who would look through her mirror and look for people and say their birthday. It's like, oh, today is Lady Kunterpunt's birthday.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna talk about this after. I'm gonna Google this. I want to take a little peek. Romper Room. I'm gonna take a peek.
It's so good, so good. And while we're doing that, I just want to see where my banners went. All of a sudden, I can't see our names. Oh, you know why? Because I have that up. There we go. Ha ha!
We're back.
I know. Sometimes I forget how this works. Now, I'm trying to go back to what we were talking about.
We're talking about drag heels, a little bit about Sims, and then we stopped to say hi to everybody.
That's right. We turned it into a party. That's what happened.
Yes.
It's a party.
It's a party.
It's a party. Speaking of parties, when things do open up, and they are starting to open up because in the States, there's a lot of different events going on. In other parts of the world, things are opening up. Ontario will open up eventually. What are your plans for when it happens? What do you want to do?
Oh my God. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm even gonna do. Oh, thank you, Mars. Oh my God, as always, a great show. Oh my God, I was in Toronto when there was East Side West drag scene, but would Genocide be part of your scene? Oh my God, I do know Genocide. Yes, our smaller goth world back in the day. That's so much fun. I do know Genocide. Not personally, but I know of Genocide. Definitely.
I used to live with Genocide.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when I first went to Toronto. Yeah,
so fun. I definitely know of them. I've seen their drag. Yeah, they would definitely, I think, be in the same wheelhouse, same fantasy. That makes sense.
I think so. Yeah. I think for sure. I mean, because Toronto it's not so big. The scene is pretty small.
Toronto says it's bigger than it is.
Oh, no. Oh, we're small. We're small potatoes. Donna's saying, damn right you know of Genocide.
Yes, I do. It's so funny.
Well, you know how it is. Like attracts like. If you are fun and you're, cool looking and you're talented and you're driven, you're going to attract the same kind of people.
Yeah, definitely.
It's inevitable. And that being said, when things do open up, I really want to know what you're doing because I want to help in any way I can. And I want to attend and participate and promote, in your heart of hearts, what do you want to see happen? What do you want to do?
Okay. So what I want to happen and what I, there's little whispers and we're kind of, rough planning in the beginning stages, but I would love to bring back the Diet Ghosts Body Snatchers show. The first time we did Body Snatchers, the whole idea is that everybody trades characters. So we all trade faces, we all trade drag. So one of the photos you showed earlier actually is of all of us from Body Snatchers. And so I'm dressed up as Kitty Creature. Kitty Creature is dressed up as Aura, and then Aura's dressed up as Lucinda, and Lucinda is dressed up as me, and we all just swap and we impersonate each other.
Was it
It's not this one. This is Halloween. This is the one. So
Okay.
Lady Kunterpunt on the far right, that's actually Lucinda Mio.
No.
That's Lucinda Mio who's doing
No.
my face. She even got the facial expressions right. She did so well.
Oh
That
my
makes
God.
sense. Lucinda's like a professional actress. She's the real deal. I think she's gonna be so famous in like a year. So like, don't forget me, Lucinda, when you're big. But yeah, I want to bring back Body Snatchers, and I want to bring back just so many performers. We want to have like a big bash. I would love to get some circus people. I'd love to get a space that maybe has a bit of space for aerials. We have some friends who do that kind of stuff. I'd love to get some magic. Diet Ghosts do a little bit. We do a little bit of magic. We had a magic show for a couple months, and then pandemic happened actually. But we did like a semi-regular magic show at the Gladstone Hotel. It was a mixture of like burlesque. It was vaudeville. It's burlesque, and then it's magic, and then it's a bit of lip syncing and stuff like that. Sometimes you get clown acts where I don't actually lip sync. You just do a little instrumental mime number that's, raunchy as hell. It's super fun. So I'm going to bring back this. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be the biggest, hugest, craziest bash that we have ever put on. And then all of the money that last time, all the money we donated to, I believe Rainbow Railroad was the charity of choice for the first year that we did it. So I'm not sure which charity. We might go with the same one, but it's usually a big charity event. That's the first thing I want to do. That's the first thing that Ghosts want to do. I hope you can all come and attend. I hope you can come and perform if you want to, because I would love to. We're just going to get everyone to swap faces. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh, I'm going to promote the heck out of it because, I know some people in burlesque. I know some people in magic. I know some people in, circus, you name it. Like,
you do. Yeah. You're connected. You know people. I love it. It's amazing. I think I'm fascinated. I mean, I know, we've known each other for a while, and of course we bonded because we both geeky about Diamanda Gallows.
Oh my God, I was like, Diamanda is the best, and you're like, I love her. I'm like, how do you know about her?
How do you know this person? Yes, Diamanda, thank you so much.
The most random, dark, gothic, beautiful goddess.
Oh, yes, a goddess, incredible, terrifying. Yeah, terrifying, but also like, yeah, just beautiful stuff. I'm a big fan.
Oh, me too. And that's how we bonded. And all of a sudden, you and I kind of looked at each other. We both kind of like tilted our heads. We're like,
wait
really?
A minute. And look at us now. I think it's so funny. And that's also before, when we bonded initially. This is before I was even a performer. I mean, I'm only 4 years into this, performing career or whatever. And I've known you for much longer than 4 years, I think.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's cool that like we kind of converged back. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's, I think people that you are truly meant to know and to work with, they do come into your life. Not that I'm necessarily fatalist. I think a lot of what you do is a self-fulfilling prophecy. But, at the end of the day, like attracts like, and, the people that you are meant to work with, you will. You just have to kind of trust that your gut instinct and what you're going towards is correct. I'm a big believer that there are no roadblocks, only different paths to what you want.
Yes.
If it gets in your way, circumvent it, go around.
Oh, absolutely. That's honestly how that's how like this the Diet Ghosts met, in my opinion. It was very much like the stars aligned. We were definitely supposed to meet each other and do this thing, and like I think it's hilarious. I like if I may.
Oh yeah.
We so the first time that we met, sorry, just look at this little wig sliding around everybody. If you're wondering about the quality of Kunterpunt's content, by the way, you can expect me to always be tugging on my wig. I don't like glue.
Okay.
At least on my face. Anyways,
No.
Diet Ghosts met because so I met Lucinda Mio. And I met Swampwater Bitch, rest in peace, love her to death. In the basement of Cruisin' Tango's drag race. I wasn't even in drag. I was a baby. They were both in drag. And we met in we were in the bathroom. just because there was like, I think there was like a giant fly that was like buzzing around, and I remember Swamp Water was like, this is ridiculous. And I was like, you seem fun. And so we started like talking about the fly, and then we just connected. And it was this like funny moment of like, wow, these are two strangers that I had a really great night with. It was so much fun. You know, I'll probably never see you again. And, you know, we split ways. And then like 2 weeks later, maybe actually it might have been a month later, to be honest, I decide I'm going to do my first ever performance. Okay. And my first ever performance was at Amateur Strip Night, judged by drag queens. I was sort of I was in a weird spot where I was like, if I'm going to be a performer, I need to scare the shit out of myself. I need to do the worst possible case scenario and get it over with, so everything else is better. So I thought, why did I go naked on stage? So that's what I did. You know, I did a strip, my first attempt at things, right? And let me tell you how in the, you know, the back room, we're all getting dressed, and it's my, you know, kind of, I'm in Kunterpunt and I'm public, and it's the first time I'm trying to look good. Lo and behold, Lucinda Mew and Swamp Water Bitch are also here performing that same very night. And I'm like, holy crap, I know you. I'm the person who was in the bathroom. And they're like, oh my God, hi, look at you, you drag. We do the things, we all compete. Let me tell you how the three of us, we win first, second, and third place. And instantly best friends.
I love it.
Best friends. Yeah.
And that's exactly how it's supposed to happen. You know, it's like a made-for-TV Time Life movie.
Honestly, like it couldn't have been any more perfect, the way that it all kind of came together there. It's amazing.
Like the stars align hands.
Wait, what was that?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
But that's exactly how it should be, you know. And I think when things work and they're, you know, it's organic and it's for lack of a better term, when it's easy, you kind of know it's right. You know, because sometimes you're fighting against the current and you're trying to make things happen and nothing's happening, nothing's working. And then all of a sudden that one thing falls into place and you recognize that this is the right current I'm supposed to be in. You know,
100%. 100%. That's actually one of the reasons I decided to really continue with drag and clowning, actually, really specifically. It was one of those things where, you know, as an artist, trying a bunch of different mediums and being very visual and working with printing and painting, and then all of a sudden discovering performance and time-based media and drag, which is so visual and three-dimensional. And I was like, you know, I started, and I mean, for anyone, you know, who's done drag or who may start drag, the first time you do it, there was nothing that can like quite describe like the how incredible you feel when you come off that damn stage. I knew in that moment, I was like, I have to do this. I have to continue. This is the language I want to speak. And again, here we are, right?
Oh, yeah. I felt the exact same way the first time I did burlesque.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I should be here. I love being here. And now you need a king to take me away from here. Want to go.
I can't believe I've never seen you do burlesque. I'm really upset that I've never got to see you perform yet.
I did stop a while ago just because I fell deeply out of love with it. There was a period of time in my life where it had stopped being about the performance and it was about the partying, the drinking, the drugs, the politics. And I realized, you know, the artistry is getting lost in all of this. And, you know, it's not that I was necessarily into the drinking and the drugs and the politics, but it was starting to kind of become a bit of a poison. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave it while I love it.
That's so
you know,
fair.
I may go back to it again because as far as I'm concerned, there really is no age limit to burlesque. You know,
there is no age limit to burlesque. There was no age limit. There was nothing. 100% this team.
Let me look at Tempest Storm. She performed until she couldn't.
Yeah. You know? Oh, who in Toronto does this? Do you want to do it? Does same thing. They do burlesque. I don't remember how old.
Oh, the artist?
Yes, they're also on Drag Heels.
Oh, very cool.
But very much this. They were very much like, I'm not letting my age get in the way of me doing burlesque or stripping or showing my body or being an artist. And I love this. We need this representation. We need people to know this. I'm so sick and tired of this young, gorgeous, and then we cut you off. None of that.
Being young and beautiful is not an accomplishment. It is just luck. You know,
it's simply luck of the draw.
It is. You know, my most hated phrase is a woman of a certain age. I'm like, no, I'm not of a certain age. I'm exactly 45 years old in a couple of days, and I'm very proud of that.
Happy
And I'll work hard for it.
birthday.
Thank you. And I will never be of a certain age because I'm of a specific age, and I will tell it.
Yes.
You know, it's a privilege. It's a luxury. You know, I think, you know, we are all very lucky to still be here. And, you know, as artists, we're still lucky to have a stage because, quite frankly, this is a stage and it's not going away. It's only going to get more exciting.
Yeah.
And it's through innovators like yourself and myself and, you know, a lot of the people that watch this show every week. You know, these are the people who are creating the new face of entertainment. And I will get up on my digital soapbox and say that every week because this is where the exciting content and entertainment is being born right now as we speak. It's messy and it's beautiful and it's needed.
Yes.
It is. You know, I don't know about you, but it saves me every week to have to put together a show and focus on something outside of myself for everybody else.
Honestly, yes. It's one of the reasons I did Pun Corp. I was like, I need to do something where I need to have this, you know, consistent moment to come and do things and make messy art that will hopefully develop somewhere, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, and the thing is, you know, the really great art comes from being uncomfortable, from being angry, from being, you know, from suffering. Really good suffering creates great art, you know, and there is a quote that I'm still trying to find, but it says something along the lines of, all of this comfort is ruining art, you know, because, you know, no one's suffering right now, but, you know, we really are for the first time in our lives, you know, that we know of globally, we're all kind of in the same crappy boat.
Yeah.
You know? Like psychologically, physically, all of it, it's just a whole brave new world of new elements that we've never dealt with. We didn't grow up learning to deal with it. Like my best reference point has been every post-apocalyptic movie I can watch. Black Mirror, that kind of taught me how to deal with this.
Yeah, very that.
You know, oh my God. But on a lighter note, can I do a contest with you?
Yes.
I love contests, and I love to kind of test to see if everybody's been paying attention during the show. You know, it's been such a great show. Guys, I have a very quick question for you, and the winner will get a copy of Crap Nation, my zine, and probably some extra goodies that I can find laying around the house as well. The first person that can answer me this question will win it. So my question is, what is the name of the monthly event that Lady Kunterpunt was part of at the Beaver?
One of you better damn get this.
That's right. I hope someone's been paying attention because you know what? It's a great event and I will be a part of it. Somehow, some way, I'm going to be lifting you up and pushing you forward.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to see what the first theme is gonna be. The last big event that we got to do was the major Diet Go show, I guess, was it Nuclear Winter Wonderland.
Oh,
I
loved
actually
it.
secretly, did I just say the answer?
No, not yet.
Oh my God, okay.
And nobody's commenting. I'm like, come on, people, get on board.
I know that one of you know this because I know that you've been around. One of the last shows we got to do. Yes, Joe. Yes, Papa Joe.
Yes. You know what? On my feed, I'm seeing Joe Kilmartin.
Yes, that's Papa Joe.
Oh, that's
who I'm saying. That's who I'm referring to. It's so funny.
Okay. Joe Kilmartin. Joe, I'm gonna connect with you. You're on my Facebook, so I'm gonna connect with you to get your address because you are the winner. Yay!
Oh my God.
Joe Kilmartin is the best. He is a really, for those of you who don't know Joe, he is very inspirational to me because he's a huge supporter of artists. If you ever see his Facebook feed, he is constantly pushing and promoting people. And thank you very much, Joe. You're an absolute sweetheart, and you are definitely, one of our favorite people in the tribe.
Joe is a national treasure.
He really is.
Really, truly. I literally see you at every single stream, every speakeasy stream. I see you all over the place, and a little bit in the real world. But I think I may have only seen you at the couple times I was at Woody's, which we always know is risky.
I love it. But you know what, Miss Lady Kunterpunt, I loved you before, but I love you even more now. And you have made this hour so exciting. And I'm so, so honored that you came onto the show.
Thank you for
I want to
having
thank
me.
you so much for being my guest. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. I am going to be tuning into your show on Twitch on Punt Corp. So everybody check it out. I will put it up on my Facebook as well if you can't find the URL or anything like that, and I will help you find it. And for those of you who do like Twitch, Planet Lizzdom now is syndicated on the Carney Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. their time, Central Time, 9 p.m. our time. So all of the shows that I've made up to this point are now being played retroactively. So definitely
Amazing.
tune in. Carney Show is a great new channel coming out as well, out of Austin, Texas. And, we want to broaden our audience. So definitely check it out. Lady Kunterpunt, thank you so much for being my guest. Don't go away. I'm just going to take you out of the studio for 1 second.
All right.
But thank you so much for everything. You are such a peach.
Thank you for having me. This has been so much fun. I've just been laughing for a damn hour. It's been great.
I love it. Be well, my darling. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Bye. And guys, thank you so much for being an excellent audience. You guys make everything that, that I'm going for and that, we're going for so exciting. I appreciate your comments every week. You guys are just so supportive and amazing. And I just want to thank you all so much for being an amazing group of people. I keep saying amazing. I don't know why. I think I just feel it too much. I want you all to, know that this pandemic is not forever. It's just for now. Things will get better and we will move forward. But I do plan to keep doing this show for as long as I can because you know what? This show is about you guys. It's about you, the artists, and it's about gratitude and surviving and especially thriving. So I want to thank you all so much. We have a really great show lined up for you guys next week as well. So make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. every Thursday because you never know who's going to land right here on Planet Lizzdom. Be well, guys.